Radium. So, right now, Radium is probably the best performing DEX around the world, doing incredible volume. Solana obviously has had a hell of a sort of 12 months, maybe 18 months. So I want to really take a look at where Radium can go, and that's going to be based on this bull cycle and the natural movements that we think we'll see with Solana. Now, before I get into any of that, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up these cryptos. These were coins that I thought would do very well, make a lot of money. You can see what they were worth when I recorded the videos. You can see the highs they hit 16 months on, as well as what your profits would have been if you'd put $100 into them. 100 into each in that time would have made you over 123 grand. Now, obviously, we're in a bull cycle right now. If you don't have a portfolio or you're not happy with the performance of the coins that you own, you've probably got to clear out some rubbish. Have a look at copymycrypto.com. That's the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to do it at. This means my members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me, but they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto my site right now, you'll be able to see the profits my members have made. You can also see the successes that we have had. This is all public record. You can verify it on this channel's history. If you're interested in the coins that I own, the ones that I think can do the big gains, like I said with Phantom back in 2020, when it went up nearly 700 times from when I got in, and many people that took the course that I did got in, all you've got to do to find out about the coins that I'm in is join up on the site, folks. So Raydium. So as we can see, after the 2021 crash, Radium dropped to real lows, real lows. At points, it was under 20 cents. It was down to as low as 15 cents at points, even 13 cents. And over the past 12 months, really, it has gone to very good prices. It hit as high as $8. Now, Radium is the DEX, it's the AMM of Solana. Now, they provide on-chain liquidity to a central limit order book, which means that funds deposited into Radium are converted into limit orders, which sit on Serum's order books. This gives Radium's liquidity pools access to all of Serum's orders flows, as well as their existing liquidity. Ray is the native token used for staking to earn protocol fees, staking to receive IDO allocations, governance on protocol decisions. So Radium launched their mainnet with 555 million tokens created at Genesis. 34% were released, will be released as mining incentives over a 3-year period. 30% of tokens are earmarked for partnerships in the expansion of the Radium ecosystem, which includes giving grants to projects building projects around Radium or helping the communities in general. The tokens are generally locked for 1 year and unlock linearly for the next 2. When we actually take a look at token unlocks, as you can see, nothing major coming up. Small unlocks are really the staking returns. So, yeah. Now, Alpha Ray leads the overall strategy, operations, product direction, and business development for Radium. They have a background in algorithmic trading in commodities, so Alpha has transitioned to market making and liquidity providing for crypto back in 2017 and really haven't changed their plan. That's all they do now. After diving into DeFi in the summer of 2020, they saw a market need for an order book, AMM, to aggregate liquidity. And with the release of Serum, pulled together a team of experienced trading developers to tackle the problem head on. They have had incredible growth over the past year. I mean, looking at this now, they are doing $2.9 billion worth of trading volume in the last 24 hours. I'm filming this on a Sunday as well, which is usually where there is lower volume as well. I mean, even if we have a look at the volume graph, we can see that, they've had bigger volume days by a long way. So it is quite amazing. They are doing, they have taken over in a big way. Interestingly, PancakeSwap doing a huge amount of volume. this weekend. We don't normally see that level of volume, but Radium absolutely killing it. I mean, Uniswap is meant to be the biggest, and they're lagging. So here we are on Radium. Again, as simple as it gets in terms of what it is. Liquidity, total value locked is over $3 billion, 24-hour volume over $3 billion. I mean, it's staggering the numbers that they're doing. If you add liquidity to Sol and USDC, you can earn like 31%. Of course, is worth bearing in mind, you have risks of things like impermanent loss. If we check out Perpetuals on Radium, yeah. Christ. Why is it doing this? So you can see the order book here for Bitcoin perpetual market, and open interest is right now $2.4 million. But you can see in terms of volume, again, not amazing volume for their perpetuals by any stretch of the imagination, but 50x liquidity on the 50x leverage on the big boys. Again, very, very good. And this is in beta mode, so they're looking for bugs. They're looking, and if you find, so anyone that finds bugs, submits bugs, will earn Radium for doing so. I mean, the thing is the success of Radium is really going to be driven by a couple of key things. And one is, do they continue with the same volume that they're doing? Do they maintain their sort of number one status in terms of the AMMs and DEXs? And number two is what happens with Solana. Now, since Trump's inauguration, since he has been in office, he's shown his pro-crypto ways, certainly in terms of releasing his own coin, certainly in terms of who he has tried to push forward for the head of the SEC, for the head of the CFTC. And what my expectations are this year is that we're going to see in the next few months ETFs getting confirmed across like left, right, and center, one of which will be Solana. Now, if we see a Solana ETF, there is huge amounts of money that's going to flow into Solana. Solana's price is likely going to rally very, very well. And then all of a sudden you're looking at Radium, which is the most used DEX in crypto, and it happens to be a Solana-based one, having huge potential to rally massively. Given the amount of volume they're doing right now, daily volume knocking around $2 billion, $3 billion, there is a very, that's 21 billion, let's call it 3 billion, that's 21 billion a week, that's $84 billion a month, well, no, $90 billion a month. So there is a very, very, very sound reasoning that they could hit a sort of $10 billion market cap. Now, to do that, they'd be knocking around sort of $30. I actually think there's comfortably a world where this can get to $40. That was kind of where Uniswap got to in 2021. And Uniswap were doing the most volume at the time, and they hit a very good market cap, and they hit that price. Right now, every new meme coin at the moment seems to be going on Solana. Solana seems to have be the leader in terms of the meme coin movement that we're seeing this year, or the past sort of year and a half. And with the speed of their network, we're seeing a lot more developers that want to launch on Solana because it's easier to launch on, it's easier for any dApp to run, as long as their network doesn't go out. And that is an issue. But all in all, if Solana has the year of success that so many of us think it's going to, Radium should be a bigger gainer than Solana, because everything to do with Solana ties into Radium. So I think there's good potential here, but again, it's going to depend on an ETF for Solana, higher volume for Solana, possibly a Coinbase listing for Radium. All of those things go a long way in kicking this on again. But I am curious to hear what people think about this. Anyone that's a Radium holder, how high do you think it's going to go this year? Is there a particular Solana project that you really like, whether it's a meme coin or whatever? Share in the comments, because I'd like to hear about them. And guys, We're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy with the performance of your coins, if they're not making you money, or if you don't have any cryptos that you own and you want to get that sorted, have a look at copymycrypto.com. That is the site I run where I share my portfolio with my members. So when I'm ready to buy or sell a crypto, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to buy or sell and the price that I'm going to do it at. My members can copy along exactly, so they make the exact same profit as me without any work at all. If you jump onto the site right now, you can see all the profits my members have made. This is public record. You can verify it on this channel's history. You can also see all the successes we've had. Again, this is public record. You can verify it on the history of this channel. And if you're interested in finding out more, if you want to know the coins that I'm in, the ones that I think can do the big gains, whether it's 20x or 40x or 100x or even the Phantom SX, like 700x that I called in 2020, all you've got to do to find out about those coins is join up on the site, guys. And if you do, I'll see you there. Take it easy. Bye-bye.